Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Tuesday, April the 23rd, 2024. Today is day 9 of our life cycle of a chicken unit. We have 12 days left. It's been so exciting to walk through the progression and see what has happened in 9 days. It's all happening very quickly, isn't it? This was day 7. Day 8 was yesterday with the feathers beginning to form. And day 9, we have the mouth opening beginning to appear. So on the mouth, we talked a little bit about this little egg tooth. And it's a little bump that appears right here on the end of the shell. It's the part of the chick's beak that helps the chick to break out of the shell. Yesterday we looked at that diagram of the chicken growing inside and the membrane that is around it and the air sac. And so that's what this egg tooth is for. It first punctures the membrane, and then it starts working on pipping and zipping out of the shell. So what I want to do this morning is show you a video of a chicken that a scientist has put inside an egg. Let me get back to it just a minute because I want to show it to you real quick. This is a video of a chicken where you can see the progression from the inside out. It's going to go through all 21 days, but we'll look at about day 9 where we are now and take a look at it growing very quickly. You can see movement now at day 9. You can see movement especially when you put the flashlight underneath. The light causes the chicken to react to the movement. So you can clearly see the veining here. You can see the eyes developing, the movement that's happening, and the embryo growing. And remember, the embryo is getting everything that it needs from the inside of the yolk. All of those blood vessels are bringing what it needs. The yolk itself brings what it needs. So as it continues to grow, it actually starts to absorb the yellow part of the yolk into its belly so that it doesn't have to eat for like the first 24 to 48 hours after it's born, because it has soaked up all of this yellow yolk that's around it. But you can see it continuing. Of course, they have it in fast motion for us, but you can see it continuing to get bigger. The size of it in relationship to the rest of the egg and the movement that's happening. Blood vessels are strong and big, aren't they? You can see the beak, you can see the feet, you can see the wings, feathers. Look at how much bigger it is now. I'm going to stop it at the end. All right, let's take a look at it there in comparison to the rest of the eggs. So you can see how big it gets right at the very end. And then the last thing I want to show you today is a little part about the egg tooth. So let's look at this real quick. This is a chick that has newly been hatched right out of an incubator. So if you look at its beak, you can see that little bump right there on the end of its beak. That is the egg tooth. That's what it used to get out. It's only there for the first day or two. After a chick hatches and it doesn't need it anymore, it begins to go away. But it does help the chick to get out of the egg. It can't get out without it. Isn't that cool? The little egg tooth there. All right, and the last thing I want to do for today, because today is day 9, which is the perfect time to be candling the eggs and to see growth inside here. So what we're going to do is take the lid off. I'm going to scoot it over just a little bit. Let me put the camera down for just a second. And I'll scoot it over. And then we will candle a couple of these so you guys can see the movement happening inside. Okay? Let me get it set up just a second. We'll turn the flashlight on. Let's pick out a good light egg so that we can see through it. And we're going to see if we can see the movement today. Now I'm going to turn this lamp off. Turn the lights off in the room. Let me turn this one off back here too, so we can have a good shot at seeing everything. Okay. We see that beautiful air sac down at the bottom, don't we? Already set for exactly what the chicken needs. Let's turn it this way. You can see the darkness starting to take over the whole part of the egg. And it's funny because most of the time it's the light ones that you can see through the best. Sometimes it ends up being one of the brown ones or even the dark brown ones that you can see through the best. We'll look at a couple of them. There's definite growth, right? There's definitely the air sac at the bottom, veining. It gets dark rather quickly, but as far as we can tell, we have 23 growing embryos, which I've never had that many. I'm so excited. Okay, let's turn it over this way. And let's look at him real quick. See him down there at the bottom with the air sac, embryo. And I'm going to be real still and see if I can get the camera to focus in real well so that you can see him moving around. I'll be real still. See all that movement happening inside? He's responding to the light. The light is what's making him want to move around inside there. Look at there. See it? How exciting. Okay, so today is day 9. We have 12 days left. I can't believe it. And then all 23 of our baby chicks hopefully will be here, and we'll get to see and meet them. And then the rest of you guys at Franklin Forest Elementary School have been invited to come down and to listen to our students present their books that they've been writing about. We're super excited. Can't wait to see you 12 more days.